Yes! Let's go, Cactua, let's go! Yes! Yes! When you get hit from a monster's area transition animation, no matter how much defense you have, it will deal exactly 1 HP point in damage. So that meant back to killing 7 small jackers again, at least save the game. At the end of this Sora quest, Nergigante will appear, and in order to progress, I have to deal 200 damage and then Nergigante will leave the area. Plan was to put Nergigante to sleep, use bombs and Leibogan mines to deal easy 200 damage and finish this section. Here's how that went. What? No! No! Why does he wake up so quickly? Why? Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, after 18 hours and resetting 9 times, we finally made it to the first checkpoint. Yes! 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 More again, and then this happened. Was that wind pressure? Farmed the Sheet Spire again, did Paolumu again, and then this happened. Scared. This time, I promised to myself, Vespoids would never ever ruin my runs ever again. Rathalos flew away, and so I waited in his nest for him to return and decided to quickly kill these Vespoids so they wouldn't interfere later when fighting Rathalos. Oh. It was at that moment when my heart shattered into 1,000 pieces. But I kept going. And then when farming the Hornetar chest, this happened. Oh! I'm out. A random Radamant spawned underneath me and so I reset. Finally ready to capture Rathalos and went to his nest. We are safe if... So I decided to play it safe, and captured Rathalos about 5 minutes later when he was asleep. It felt so good to finally make some progress. Pink Rathian was tough, but after some time she was close to death and then this happened. You know what? The Vespoid scared me, oh no! Almost took damage to Pink Rathian because of Blue Boy. No, no! Yes! Yes! Please die. Yes! 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 And then I spotted something very interesting. Xeno'jiiva's weakness particularly to poison. I noticed the database provides one info how much total damage Xeno takes if it's poisoned, and according to this source it deals a whopping 800 damage. For comparison, Rathian and Rathalos only take 160 damage when poisoned. Diablos and Teostra take 320, Kushala, which is a 3-star weakness to poison, only takes 520. Again, Xeno takes 800, by far more than almost every other monster in this game. So I was thinking, is there any other way for me to take down Xeno'jiiva with poison? Because with the Defender Light Bowgun, I can shoot 4 poison level 2 in 1 reload, which is really good. Eventually Chad and I had an idea. One idea which could rescue this entire damageless project. I'm talking about an armor skill called Pink Rathian Mastery, which I'm sure less than 1% of you guys watching this video have ever considered using. 3 high-rank Pink Rathian armor parts grant us the set bonus mastery skill Poison Duration Up, which extends the active duration of poison. 1 poison on Xeno normally lasts for exactly 2 minutes. In order to find out by how much this skill extends the duration, we stopped the poison time in a test run. What? It's still poisoned? No way! Wait. Wait, it's over 3 minutes. 4 minutes. It's gone. It's gone, guys. Yeah. It's double duration. Oh my god. So that means, guys, that is 1600 damage. With this skill, our poison will not only last for a whopping 4 minutes, but it will also deal 1600 damage. This is absolutely insane. I have hope, I have hope. Yes, yes. So I did the math. 15,000 HP minus the damage from 4 boulders, minus X amount of poison activations. The calculation was around 8 poisons are needed. With some extra damage, 7 poisons could be just enough. The next question was, how much does the poison resistance from Xeno'jiiva, aka the threshold to poison, per poison activation increase over time? Or in other words, how many more shots increasingly of poison level 2 will we need to shoot at Xeno in order to get a successful poison the more times we poison Xeno'jiiva? And with poison tech level 4, that turned out to be pretty manageable. With 12 shots of poison level 2 ammo, I would easily be able to trigger a poison even after Xeno was already poisoned 6 times, where Xeno reaches the maximum poison resistance. But there was one more problem. While trying to poison Xeno'jiiva, I would be very vulnerable to its attacks, because even if I had the Vitality Mantle on, I could not even tank one single laser beam since Xeno's attack stats are so high. I did some testing with my main character and found out with a little over 400 defense, I would be able to tank almost every major hit from Xeno at least once. So that meant I needed to farm around 50 advanced armor spheres to upgrade my armor as much as possible. But there was another problem. If we need 7 poisons and if we calculate the recharge time of 6 minutes from Vitality Mantle in between every poison activation, we would exceed the 50 minutes quest time limit and fail the quest. Luckily, we found a solution. With Tool Specialist level 3, the recharge time for Vitality Mantle is lowered from 6 minutes to merely 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And our poison duration lasts 4 minutes anyway, where we have to wait it out in the camp. And even more lucky for us, Tool Specialist comes automatically with the Pink Rathian armor that I needed to farm anyway, because I needed 3 Pink Rathian armor parts to activate the set bonus skill Poison Duration up. So that was it. We finally found a strategy. All I needed now to do was to farm the build, and unfortunately I had to do Pink Rathian again multiple times without taking any damage, or otherwise I would have to reset all the way back to Nergigante. This one hurt a lot, cause it ruined at least 10 hours of progress. We had to farm it, guys. There was no other way to beat Xeno. Shamos hide. Fun fact, we noticed that Shamos sounds like a horse if you kill it. They make horse noise. Holy smokes. It sounds like a horse. Continue this exact process 5 more times until Xeno'jiiva is poisoned exactly 7 times. So let me explain how poison works. Monsters take damage from poison, but the catch is they cannot actually die from poison. Meaning if a monster gets to 1 HP while still being poisoned, it will remain on 1 HP until you do any other type of hit that deals at least 1 damage to the monster and then triggers the kill. Since again, poison can't actually trigger the kill for a monster. So the idea was to use a boomerang to get the final hit, because boomerang does 1 damage. After the 7th poison, I wasn't sure if Xeno was at 1 HP already, but I decided to give it a shot nonetheless. Yes! Boomerang! 7 poisons! Let's go! Yeah! Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, we officially beat Monster Hunter World without taking any damage.